is not the Decatur way, period. It is not the way we do business. It's not the way our city does business. And when you don't take public comment into your deliberations, or people feel like they haven't been heard, this is what happens. And it takes a long time to gain public trust. CSD, the challenge is you've destroyed all that trust that we've built, whether it's through the Beacon elders or through the process. We need to give you your day, and you need to be heard. And I, for one, am tired of the interactions that we continue to have with our other elected body. It is not acceptable behavior in any case whatsoever. It is not open. It is not transparent. It is not good governance. And so here we are. We are forced to do what, quite simply, others have been reluctant to do.
You're 100% right, Mayor. The only problem is we have no indication that the Board of the City Schools of Decatur will actually honor any of these requests or any of these compromise letters, and that is not to be offensive to them. I'm just looking at their track record. I don't want to cost taxpayers a penny of anything, but when we think about what City of Decatur spends versus what the exorbitant amount that City Schools of Decatur spends year over year for, administration, I consider this an investment in public trust if we put our foot down and say we are not going to allow City Schools of Decatur to take a loophole and disrespect the people who have submitted this application. I feel very strongly that if City Schools of Decatur wants to earn public trust, they won't take their sister city governing body to court. They will honor the process, honor the people of Decatur, and allow the process to move forward without arbitrary deadlines that they set in emails and letters, without conversations that are not made public, and without additional requests of us, of our HPC, or of our community.
Transparency, collaboration, respect for process, respect for alternate views, listening to our neighbors, right? And I think what CSD has done is a gross violation of our values, our traditions, our processes, and I think they've demonstrated extraordinarily bad faith. What we have witnessed from them is the antithesis of what's made us successful. The community has been pleading its case since last fall to deaf ears. I don't see CSD making 1 inch of concession to the community, to our values or traditions.
Because I'm a numbers person, I want to share that I've been keeping all of the emails that I've been getting from citizens in a folder, and I started counting, and that number of citizens that has reached out with opposition to this project and with support for the historic designation for this land is over 1,000 emails. And then the number of emails or communications that I've gotten in support of this project is 1. So I feel that that's a really clear illustration of where our community stands on this issue. It's discouraging as a parent just to see this, and as an elected official to see the divide in our community over this.
We talk about transparency, we talk about good faith, we talk about anger, frustration, not being heard. What you're hearing from me is anger and frustration and not being heard. At the end, I note that the approach to the ECLC contrasts with the city's approach to the Legacy Park track. We do not have a need for a competition-level track facility. I know Commissioner Walsh loves track, and it was a great thing, but we really did not need one. The City Schools of Decatur did. They didn't have the land. We were willing to provide the land. We were willing to provide half the funding for it, and we were willing to enter into an operational agreement with them to use it half the time to meet their needs. No such cooperation is happening at the ECLC site. I hope that the members of the Board of Education will examine the situation, acknowledge the legitimate concerns of the community, and work with the community and the Commission to resolve these concerns in a way that benefits Decatur's residents. What you've heard from my fellow commissioners is that they've given up that will ever happen.
The community is fed up, and quite frankly, we're fed up.
And we were not the drivers of the ugliness.
And our
because-
state delegation is fed up.
And our state delegation's fed up, so.
Yeah.